Hit that button.
The Built2 Media Podcast.
Why is the button sticky, Gunner?
I don't know. Good question. Dude, it's just what I do.
Built2. Malay, Gunner, Zach, and Ben.
He literally piled it in his hole.
I mean, wouldn't you do it the first time? I would.
I mean, it wasn't mine, so.
Oh.
Now from the Liquid Nitro Studios, here's your host, Blake Anderson.
Gunner's locked and loaded.
Gunner Cummings.
I'll be completely honest, we're out of headphones.
Zach Witties.
I bit on that so hard.
Ben Brooks.
They say that the
Don't have an hour and a half.
man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck. And what turns the head? The neck.
Never heard that.
I haven't either.
Not even once.
Never heard.
I don't even know what just happened.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
saying,
right. That's right.
Hit the button. Benjamin.
Hey, Blake Anderson, who's going to be talking to
such
Blake Anderson, who's going to be talking to Blake Anderson, who's going to be talking to Blake Anderson. What if I got stuck in that loop?
Oh, that would. Too much Blake Anderson for me.
Well, yeah, one is too much Blake Anderson for me. Not you, the other one. But I like him too.
All the Blake Andersons.
Yeah.
There's too many of them.
What if everybody that showed up at Red Cedar tomorrow night was all named Blake Anderson?
That would be the worst night of my life. I'd go by like Larry or something.
Yeah, Larry.
You know, good Larry.
Yeah. Hey, you
Benjamin.
you had a fun trip last Saturday.
Yes. We're back for a recap. We just interviewed Tony Laporta. It's been like 4 seconds.
Yep.
We had a keyboard issue, and now we're back, and here we are adjusting ourselves in the chairs. But yes, what a great weekend. Biggest thing, I got Jesse. Jesse always sends me a schedule, so that way we can figure out when we can ride together, because it's the boys are back type of a trip.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it feels every time. It's
Right.
karaoke for 8 hours.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So it ended up working out to where I could go on Saturday with Jesse down to 141. Never been, wanted to go. And I am here to tell you, if you have not been to 141 in a month from now, which is not even that long, the World of Outlaw late models will be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I 195% think anyone and everyone who's never been there should go.
Why 195? Why not 196?
Well, I have 141 reasons why you should go,
That's
but I
true.
don't have enough time to tell you why.
That's
So
true.
the track's shaped like an egg. Me and Brent just could not get over it. So I went on Onyx to figure out where the property line is. Now we know why it's shaped like an egg, because it's all the way out to the property line.
Okay.
But it's almost like the place was, they built the grandstands and then they said, oops, we forgot to put a track in front of the grandstands. So they just built it to the property line. Granted, I'm sure that's not what happened. But have you seen 141?
No, I've never been.
Go on Google Maps while I'm talking and just look up the shape, and then look up Eagle River Speedway.
Okay.
And look up the shape. Have you been to Eagle River?
Yep.
Okay. So you know what Eagle River looks like.
Yes.
Okay. Now wait until you type in 141 Speedway.
Well,
on
I'm
Google
going to go
Maps.
on Onyx because I'm going to do what you did.
Okay.
So anyway, keep going.
So Jesse Glenn's Racing, we decided to load up and go down for the Dirt Kings tour, and what a night.
Oh, yeah.
There is no way to put it into context on how awesome the night was, because, I mean, number one, the boys are back. Awesome freaking race car. Awesome facility.
Mm-hmm.
The grandstands, like Cedar Lake needs to take notes, because all the buses they take apart, they have all those seats sitting somewhere, right? You know what 141 did? They took the top 2 rows of the main front stretch and they used bus seats. So you don't have bleachers, you have bus seats. 2 wide seats, couples can sit, whatever, what have you. The sandwiches down there, the food, phenomenal. They have a full bar, by the way, right behind the flagman. A full walk-in bar with gambling machines. Like, it's not even like you're at a racetrack. And the racetrack streamed live right there inside. You don't even have to turn around.
You weren't kidding when you said that went right up to the property line.
I mean, I think you might be brushing the property line when you come off the track out of turn 2.
What happens if somebody flips over and goes off the back?
Impossible.
You can't do it.
Fences are too high. And the
Okay.
banking will not carry you that far.
Oh, good.
But you have to basically come out of 4,
Yep.
set yourself up to get into 1, drive to 2, come off at 2, but you're actually setting yourself up for 4 when you come into turn 3.
I see that.
You never really use turn 3.
I
It's
see
just
that.
there to get you to 4.
It looks like, it's like turn 1,
Yep.
turn 1,
Yep.
turn 2,
Yep.
turn 2,
Turn 4.
back straightaway, turn 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great banking, great facility. I mean, I can't go on enough about how great the viewing side of this place is, and all the concrete and the gravel in the pits and everything just works. It's really nice. Plus, they got a catwalk. They got a high rise for, watching from the pit side. It did used to be asphalt, Chris Sleep. But yeah, to recap the night just with me going with Jesse, like you can't write the script. You couldn't even write the story this way to make it come out. But first place in qualifying in his group, phenomenal.
Yep.
I mean, he had some heavy hitters in there. Nick Avalink, a couple other guys.
There was some
local
talent I saw.
And then, like qualifying is so important in that series that I'm sitting there watching the track so I can relay messages back to, Jesse to run to the car before he goes out just to be like, do this, do that, go here. And it all worked out, but we didn't have no times to see it. So that was kind of nerve wracking. But then the heat, I don't know, 7, 8 cautions, something like that.
Easy.
And he still held it off. And then going into the feature, we were told that we were going to have full track prep prior to the feature. Well, that didn't happen. All they did was rough up the top. So, I mean, it was all a guess on like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. The whole lingo.
Mm-hmm.
And everything worked out perfectly. Now, granted, if Nick wouldn't have had to go to the back in his heat race, there might have been a little bit of stuff there, or even in the feature, he would have started up further. But, dude, as far as Jesse goes, like, I got to become a preacher on Saturday.
I saw that.
I got to baptize my friend.
In the kidney pond. That pond looking top down looks like a kidney. Yeah, it totally does.
Totally blue. So that's why he didn't jump in. I mean, the water was super blue, probably would have stayed in the suit. But what a phenomenal night. Congrats to Jesse Glenn's. Congrats to Longhorn by Sorensen. I mean, Longhorn as a group. Shock package was great.
Looking at the top 10. Okay. Jesse Glenn's.
Yeah, late models better than I do. Okay. So yeah, go ahead.
Joel Bennett, second generation racer from out of Hortonville, right? His dad, legend Bob Bennett. He raced forever, right? And Chris Ortell, another second generation racer who truly found he found something there, right? And he's always had a lot of success there. Nick Avalink. Need we say more?
No.
Right.
Especially with that series.
It's with that series, yeah. Troy Springborn, legend. 40 years legend, right? Been raced for 40 years. Claims this is his final year. But it's because of his
racers.
It's because of his top sponsor wants it was like their 100th year and he wants and his 40 years. So Troy Springborn, no slouch. Jake Redetzke, no slouch. Benji Lacrosse, former modified guy stepping up to late models, right? Cole Zarneski races everything. When I mean everything, I mean everything.
I'm pretty sure they own the place.
They might, because, he raced a stock car. He raced a modified.
Had all three of them there.
He raced a late model.
Yep.
He went down to...
Great driver.
He went to New Zealand.
No shit.
Yeah, he raced New Zealand, Australia, something like that. I happen to, actually, a close family friend of mine is his great aunt and uncle.
They're great group.
And great people. Okay. Lucas Postel, great guy. MJ McBride tribute car. Okay. Great guy. Able to finish where he finished. Yeah. Gunnar Frank, second generation guy. Todd Frank's son. Andy Carl, the Iron Man from my part of the state. Yeah. Awesome guy. And that you want to talk about shoestring budget. And now you're racing against the best of the best, at least in that territory. Yeah. To be able to finish 11th there, too. And then you're looking at Justin Ritchie's another name. Todd Frank there. Jake Tim, unfortunately, DNF. But, yeah.
Jake Tim came from I don't remember where he started, but he was all the way up to third about halfway through the race.
Then what happened?
Well, I think he overused his tires getting there.
Okay.
Because he just kind of started fading and it took rubber about halfway through, but in 1 and 2.
Jake's 13th.
Yeah.
13th he started.
13th?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was up to third in 8 laps, 10 laps, 20, something like that. It was about halfway.
Yeah.
So probably about 20 something.
So all in all,
phenomenal.
Score it 1 to 10 like Dave Portnoy does with his pizza reviews. Shipping freight and tired of guessing if you're getting a fair rate? QualityFreightRate.com cuts through the noise, compares real carrier pricing, and gets you the best freight rate fast. No fluff, just better pricing. Check them out at QualityFreightRate.com, and don't forget promo code BUILT2 for 10% off your first shipment.
From our group or for the race?
From your perspective.
One of the best nights for Jesse Glenn's racing because, number one, first repeat winner of the Diamond 48.
Yep.
Since that race's history, which is 9 years. all the boys were back. You know, us four, me, Warren, Brent, and Jesse. So that right there is just a blast.
Yeah, and
because you got the one, Warren. Got the one guy that's trying to just control situations.
Yep.
Then you got me and Jesse, who are like two ping pongs in a bowl.
I've been around you two when you guys are together like that. Okay, now listen. I've been told I'm funny. Yeah. I've been told I'm quick-witted. I've been told, that I'm good on my feet that way. With you two hooligans, it's I can't keep up. Can't keep up.
And then you got Brent, who's usually quiet and contained, but let me tell you, when karaoke comes on,
oh yeah,
the old Brentster's got some. Got some things to say.
Yeah,
but I would say for the group, 10 out of 10 because Jesse wants to, number one, win just like everybody else. But it's almost bigger than a national championship when you can go to a big touring race, which locally that is big.
I'd call it regionally, yeah.
Win at a track you've never won at before.
Right. Twice.
And then have your buddies with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, score it from just you being there.
The track itself and the facility itself, let's go there first.
Yep.
You can't do much better.
Okay.
Honestly, the bus seating, the tiki bar with a viewing deck.
I'm already sold. You said
the
tiki
full bar. So like that one guy that comes with who doesn't want to sit at the bleachers all night.
Yep.
There's a bar, man. Air conditioning, gambling machines. Food. I've seen somebody mentioned ribeye steak sandwich. Didn't even know that was on there because we had Chipotle.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
And then pit area, awesome. Farmland, the views when the sun was setting and you're standing way up top, you got a giant field with a single tree by itself, sun setting through it.
Perfect.
Like the track for like, obviously I help with track prep, right?
Yeah.
They're working with what they have, and I thought they did a fine job. It's just you're going to know what the track's going to do.
Right.
So for its shape and how it races, I want to take a sprint car there.
Sure.
I want to take my sprint car there.
So
at the end of the day, I would give everything because there's not much I can say bad about it. I'd still give it a 10.
Really? Yeah. That's perfect. A 10 is perfect.
Oh, well, then I give it a 9 because they had some problems with some other classes. But how can you go wrong with two 4-door, full-size, dually Ford vans as your tow trucks?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
You remember the old Ford vans?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got two of them.
They put dually rear ends in them.
They're longer than normal, so it's like a Ford 1-ton frame, dualed up.
Nice.
Tow truck.
Nice.
But it's got the Ford van body on the front.
Nice.
With spoilers. Little spoilers at the back.
Stop it.
Right? Alice Chalmers equipment.
Stop it. Wow.
I mean, you can't get more Wisconsin than that place was.
I guess not.
And here's the kicker. How in the actual do you get 1,200 people on what is basically considered a normal night at 141? The place was packed.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that part of the state, though, I mean, late model racing as a whole, like you got IRAs in that area, you got the Dirt Kings, right? Yeah. And the IMC mods really popular over there. So racing is alive and well in that part of the state. And Hunter, that's not fair because last time I walked into the bar at Cedar Lake, I walked in and you were there.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
was getting his pay. Hunter was.
Blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah.
Can I get another whiskey sour?
Yeah, right.
It's just, dude, you can't. I've never been to a local race that gets that many people and has that much awesomeness about it.
Yeah, atmosphere good, all that
50
stuff.
degrees, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
How can you go wrong?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Anyways, 141. It's on the top of my list for one of my favorites that I've been to. Great night. Congrats, Jesse Glens. But Ben, you were on a plane not too long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, you landed last night at like 11.
I landed last night. So what I did about 7 years ago, my grandpa was selected to be on the Never Forgotten Honor flight. Right? Well, he signed up for it, I should say. Signed up for it, and he said, I get to take somebody with me, should I so choose? And I said, well, who are you going to take? And he said, well, probably you, because I'd been pushing him for quite a while to get, to go on the Never Forgotten Honor flight.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know what that is, great organizations. There's one based out of the Chippewa Valley here. There's the Never Forgotten one is based out of Wausau. I think there's 5 that fly out of Wisconsin. There's over 190 chapters of the Honor flight. What they do is they started out with World War II veterans and then Korea veterans, and now they're in the Vietnam era veterans. And they fly them all out to Washington, D.C. And they go tour, look at all the monuments, and are able to really just enjoy the day, right? But the best part about that whole thing was when my grandpa went in 2023, he ended up taking my mom. They called me and they said, "You still want to be on the list?" Yes, I do. But I told you this, I said right in the show when my grandpa got home, I said, being able to look my grandpa in the eye, legitimately mean and say to him, "Welcome home, Marine," was top 5 highlights of my life. Yeah. To be able to legitimately say it. So in January, I get the call. They say to me, "Hey, we got X amount of people that need guardians to go with them," because these guys are all older, right? And you end up walking about 5 miles. Would you still like to be a guardian for the Never Forgotten Honor flight? I said, absolutely, sign me up. Of
course.
What a whirlwind. We had to get there. We had to be in Wausau on Sunday at 12:30. We had to go through about 2 hours worth of training. After that, then we went to a really nice dinner. And I ended up knowing a couple of vets that were on the flight. And then from there, went home. Now, we had to be at the airport at 4:30 in the morning on Monday at Central Wisconsin Airport.
Early.
And those of you who know me, I'm a night owl. So I'm going, how in the hell am I going to get any sleep? And thankfully I did. I was able to fall asleep at 9:30. Up at 3:30, I had 7 alarms set. Plus I had a smart band, if you will, that legitimately shocks you awake. Like it's electric current.
Oh my!
I woke up on the first alarm.
I bet you did.
Well, no, I had that set for alarm number 2.
Oh gosh!
So I woke up in the first alarm because, and get to the airport. All right, they put us on the plane, and I meet my veteran. I met him the day before we had dinner together. Him and his wife, Alan and Mary, phenomenal people. Alan was in the Coast Guard, and it was sort of stateside, but he was telling me about some of the lives that he saved. He figured he saved about 40 lives.
Nice.
From in the Great Lakes and stuff like that. And,
way to go, Alan.
And some of the Navy guys were giving him a hard time, like, "Oh, you served in the Coast Guard." He goes, "Hey, when you guys got in trouble, who'd you call?" Yeah. And they're all like,
"Yeah, exactly."
They're all like, "Coast Guard." There you go. So then we went out there. We went to the first place we went to was Lincoln Memorial. If you've never been, go. Honestly, if you've never been to Lincoln Memorial, go. Just that in and of itself. We went there. We went to the Vietnam Memorial. So Alan and his brother Dave, they had a cousin that was killed in action in Vietnam. So we went up to his spot on the wall, found that right away. Got some pictures of that. And then from there, we went to the Korean Memorial. That is neat. There's 19 guys, but there's a granite wall that reflects back. So when you're standing on the far side of the monument, of the memorial, and you look at the granite wall, you see 38. If you count the guys that are standing there, these statues, and the reflection. So it's 19 plus 19, 38, because the DMZ is along the 38th parallel.
Oh, wow.
That was really cool to be able to see.
That's pretty awesome.
From
My
there,
grandpa served in the Korean War.
From there, we went to Arlington, saw the changing of the guard. And we saw a wreath laying, which was
how amazing,
really impressive. The changing the guard, when those guards walked past, they were from media away. I wanted to just go,
I touched you.
Yeah, I wanted to so bad. And those guys, precise. One of the coolest things is, if you've ever watched any of the honor guards, they take 21 steps, they pause for 21 seconds, then they take 21 steps back. But their steps are so regimented to the point where the concrete is stained with the soles of their shoes, right? And they want to acknowledge the veterans that are there, but they can't, right? Because they have to say certain things and do certain things. Well, what they do is they take their shoe, and instead of making the tap sound, they actually scuff their shoe on the ground, on the concrete. So instead of hearing a tap, you hear, and that is their way of saying, hey, I see you. I know you're here. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, we watched that. And Alan,
How awesome.
the veteran that I was a guardian for, unfortunately, he's got neuropathy in his feet. So his feet are numb.
Oh, that's fun.
Numb, right? So he walks with a cane. And I kept on offering him a wheelchair. I'm like, there ain't no shame in taking a chair, dude. You're 76 years old. We've already walked 7,800 steps. And, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking a wheelchair. And so after the changing guard at Arlington, then we went to the World War II Memorial. The Marine Corps Memorial, and then World War II. With World War II Memorial, walked all around it. That was spectacular. And then from there, where did we go after that? See, it was so overwhelming. That's the thing.
So much to do in a little time.
It was so overwhelming, and it was so emotional. I haven't fully processed everything yet.
Right.
And
It's kind of what you were saying beforehand. Like,
yeah. And just even in going through the highlights now, as I'm talking about it, I'm starting to piece it all together again. When we got back, though, because I've seen that welcome home ceremony before, I told the veterans around me, I said, boys, this is the welcome home ceremony that you all should have got when you came home the first time. Because there were spots like throughout the country where people had posted on the grass, signs on the grass, no dogs allowed, no servicemen allowed. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like that. Like veterans got spat on when they came home from Vietnam because the country is so against the war. The soldiers were just doing their job, right? And a lot of these guys back in the day would hitchhike back.
Well, and they didn't really have an option back then either.
No,
it was like, you're going to war.
Yeah, you're drafted, you're going.
You fit the suit.
Yeah. And actually, Alan, when he signed up, he got the basic a week later. And his deferment saying he didn't have to go to war was at his mom and dad's house. The letter came in the mail a week after he went. Yeah, because he's a plumber by trade. So plumbers were in high demand back then. But he said he doesn't regret anything because he saved and changed a lot of lives. But that welcome home ceremony
Way to go, Alan.
was so cool because there was at least 1,000 people there. So they introduce each one of the veterans one at a time. They pick up their spouses, and they walk down, and we guardians had to walk behind them, right? And I told Alan, I said, this is going to be overwhelming, but you're going to really love it. And he was going through shaking people's hands. My parents showed up. My parents and my brother-in-law came.
Wow.
Yeah, and I looked at them, I'm like, what are you doing here? And they're like, we're here for you. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to. Like, I didn't serve this country. Right. Yeah, but I was grateful to have them there. Very, 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 very long day. And Alan at the end, too, people coming up to him going, how you doing? And he'd go, tell him. I'm like, this Iron Man walked 13,000 steps and never complained once. The only time he did complain was when we were on the flight.
Now you can say this part.
We were on the flight, and he's like, oh, my ass is sore. That was it. Other than that, and I talked to him today. I talked to him today a little bit. I'm expecting him to stay home and rest and all that stuff. Nope, he went out and played 18 holes of golf. And
what a dude.
And so the coolest part about it is not only did I get to go and help a veteran who served this country and has the right to be able to go. I had to pay for it. It cost $500. I would going back and do it again. Absolutely. The coolest part about it, though, was the welcome home ceremony. Because you see these guys who are in their 70s and 80s. We had one guy who was in his 90s. Blake, they turned into 18-year-old men again.
I bet.
They turned into 18-year-old men again. And the volunteers that all come together, it was just, overall, it was a phenomenal experience. I didn't have intentions on talking about it this much, but throughout the course of the day, I'm able to process a little bit more.
So you got to see the new pool?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was right on the steps of it. It's not done. They're changing the color again.
Oh.
Yeah. So, changing the color again for that. Lincoln, and it was funny, too, you could tell Alan worked in the trades because as we were at Arlington, he's like, I wonder how much fuel do you think they go through when they mow the lawn here? How many hours do you think that takes? Think they use zero turn? And How about the plumbing? Like, and he's just commenting on all that stuff. And I'll tell you at the
How many gallons of water's in that damn thing?
Exactly. And I'll tell you at the changing of the guard, watching that fantastic experience. The lawn that's right behind it, though, beautifully striped, except for 2 sets of tire tracks going right down and kind of waving back and forth. And it was driving me bonkers. Bonkers.
How dare they?
I mean, it was like,
Go around.
Exactly my point.
Take the light line, not the dark one.
Right.
Understand your craft.
Exactly. Oh, I was so like...
That's it. I cannot take it.
So it was hard. It was, and I'll show you. I'll show you pictures afterwards. I'm gonna have to put together a bunch of pictures and videos. But yeah,
that was good of you. Good job for going, man.
I don't.
What
know.
are these?
What?
You got some goosebumps just seeing the pictures, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking at the pictures now.
So cool.
And I know I got pictures. Anyway, I'll show you later. But great experience. I'm going to make a Facebook post about it later on this week. I'll talk about it a little bit more. Alan and his wife, Mary, they're going to come to Rondelay Ranch on June 27th for a Red, White, and Boom fireworks festival as a special guest of our family. I was talking with my grandpa yesterday about it. He goes, you need to invite them, and you need to invite them now as special guests of our family. I said, abso-freaking-lutely. So, got a great day, great experience. I don't know that I'll do it again. I don't want to cheapen this last one.
Right.
You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
you were saying that you didn't realize that, some of these guys don't realize they can bring a family member. They just have
Right.
some paperwork to fill out.
Right, exactly. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about what happened at Menominee last
Well,
Friday.
cool, man. Though, seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
I was quite proud of you that you went, for one, because there's plenty of things you could have been doing.
Yeah.
But then for me to be just randomly texting you in the morning and then you send me a picture of you and Alan, I'm like, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I, obviously had to throw some jokes in there, like, does Alan have a baby named Carlos? Or did you guys create a pack? Things like that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, let's get to the recap. Now you guys heard what we did. That was neat. Obviously, you had more going on Saturday as well. But Red Cedar, track prep started, actually, because of the week off, track prep started the Sunday after the last Friday's race. So that would have been, what do we got?
Like May 25th or something, wasn't it?
15th. So the Sunday after the 15th, brought a disc out, tore everything up, blended all the clay together. So Thursday, obviously there was some track prep done prior to that, but got the track kind of together on Thursday, and Friday we finally buttoned it up right before the races. We were out there till about right when we had to be off the track. To be 100% honest, I thought, oh, how dare they?
See what I mean?
Let me hold on here, folks, on the podcast. We got to do some zooming in so they can see the pictures of these lines. This is just, sorry. Look at that. Look at them squiggles.
I don't know if you can zoom in anymore, but
That's
there
it.
they are. Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
See
Who
that?
does that to a perfectly striped
Look
lawn?
at that. You can see them right there. Anyway.
That is just horrid.
Yeah. Oh, did that make me mad?
How dare they?
Watching that solemn ceremony and then staring at the lawn.
I know. I don't know who does stuff like that, but that guy should be fired yesterday.
A lot. But anyway. All right.
Thank you for the direction. Track looked really good. We got all the clay to pack back together, thankfully, and mash up. Obviously, it was a little rough coming out of 4, a little bit down the backstretch, but that's what happens when you put new clay on. It's extremely tacky compared to the stuff you've been running on for the last 10 years. So
Right.
Racing was good. We changed a little bit of banking. I thought the cars flowed through really well. Good turnout. It was military night. Crowd was big. A lot of veterans there.
Good.
Did a little something special prior. SSR night. A lot of SSRs. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there might be a couple that got to go to the jig. They had a little problem in the mod race. We blew a right rear tire on, I think, Gadel's car, and then Richardson had the worst of it. Not Jay, but his kid. I can't remember. Jason. I walked up to him while he was still in the car because we had to red flag it and get the ambulance there, and I just asked him, I was like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I knew we shouldn't have thrown this together so quick. I'm like, well, we all do that.
Right.
But, I don't think that's the reason why we're in this predicament. But
Right.
just racing. But all in all, track race good. A lot of good competition there in the heat race and the feature. And then to cap off the night, we were done at 9:43, I believe.
9:40. That's impressive in and of
That's
itself.
quite a long ways before curfew.
And you had a few first-time winners.
Yep.
Ryan Howe, Jake Stai picked up he will pick up a broom.
Yeah, the broom. He asked me right away. He was picking his check up.
And
Where's my broom?
And I got a message at 7 o'clock the next morning going, hey, you owe me a broom.
Yeah.
Can I get it, please? Thank you. Message back. Yes, we'll get you on. We'll get you on. Red Cedar Speedway competitors, the broom's been on me. I apologize, but I've had absolutely zero time to be able to get them together.
Correct.
So, and neither has he, because he's been out there doing his thing, been out there with helping with track prep and stuff like that. And, I got a house I'm working on, plus
It's busy everywhere.
my job and all that stuff. So I apologize, but that is my first thing I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to put together I think 20 brooms is what I'm going to do tomorrow for Red Cedar.
20
Speedway.
for Red Cedar.
20 for Red Cedar.
Hell yeah.
Maybe even 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, it's a long way to go yet.
Yeah.
Long way to go yet. And
Plus, we got to give away the Built2 broom to the lucky winner of the high limit race tomorrow night.
Yeah, and we had 4 sweeps on Friday night.
Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesse, Redetzke,
Yeah,
sweep, and a hard charger.
He was hauling.
Keith Tourville, picked up a broom, hard charger in the street stocks. Kaden Blaeser.
Of course, the streaker.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
The streaker.
Let's talk about Kaden Blaeser for a little bit.
I'm going to make a freaking video from, what was that, Old School? And I'm just going to put Kaden Blaeser on the freaking thing.
Just superimpose his head right over Will
Yes.
Ferrell. I like
In the
it.
helmet, though.
Yeah, in the helmet, yeah.
So Kaden Blaeser continued the strong season by adding another modified victory and remains one of the hottest drivers in the region. Well, to follow up on that, which is quite crazy, he went to Cedar Lake the next night and also took care of business there as well.
And I tell you what, that team, hot. And I mean hot out of the gate.
Just the car looks great, the control, the
Yeah.
thought process. I think his dad put it the best way, where he had to be aggressive but patient and smart.
Yeah.
That is exactly how we raced that night. It was just, you almost had to be in the infield up close to be able to see everything that was going on, because obviously the stream isn't going to show you what I was seeing. But is Justin Justin Weinberger? He's the number 11 car.
Yes.
Dude, when they started, the green flag dropped, and I'm like, who the fuck? Who's this guy?
Right.
It was just, he gone. What a night, though. Kaden Blaeser doing very good. Jesse Redetzke, victory lane again. That man found something, because as soon as he got up there, even in the heat race or even in the feature, whatever.
Well, he's +8.
In the feature?
Yeah.
His redraw sucked.
Yeah, +8. Hard charger.
Super calm about it, too. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to come out there and bring a win.
Well, that's Jesse is.
Gets into the victory lane. He gets out. He's like, yeah, I won.
Yeah, hey.
Again, just
I'll run his broom out to Champagnes tomorrow.
what a freaking dude, though.
Oh, yeah.
Car looked great. 3 different drivers picked up their first feature win of the season at Red Cedar. Ryan Howe, great job.
Yep.
Calm, cool, collected the whole night.
Yeah.
Chad Mahder, point to prove, first night out.
Sure.
Gone. Wide open. Not a single person interfering with what was happening in Chad's head. Holy moly.
Yep.
Ashley was trying. Jake Stai. I mean, that's who won. The man just left.
Did he?
That's all there is.
Just left the chat. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously draws and the redraws obviously helped, but peace out. I'm just gonna hang out up here. You guys try to collect your thoughts and prayers, and
I'm gonna get some audio together for Lars Hansen and Cushion Banger Media for Jake's video from Friday night. Now I'll do that tomorrow too, Lars. Don't worry about it. It's on my radar.
Lars, thank you. Great pictures on Friday night, and I really appreciate the picture of me and my son on the side by side. That was cool.
No yellows in the B mods,
dude. 3 cautions all night. All night.
That's mind blowing.
We had a tire blow up, and in that same feature, which restarts, cautions cause cautions.
Yep.
Or whatever they say.
Cautions breed cautions.
Breed cautions, yeah. Well, on the restart, coming into turn 3, 3 of them ended up together. That's the whole Richardson problem.
Okay.
Somebody spun Boom 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 Collections. So, USRA late models, Ryan Howe, Tom Karras, Lucas Peterson, hard charger. Great job, by the way. I watched that for a little while. He was hauling mail.
What is vibrating?
Little Johnny's snapping me, so we just... With Soda late models, Chad Mahder. Obviously, we just talked about that. But Ashley Anderson, I mean, he tried everything. He did gain on Chad a little bit. Fell back. Gained. Greg Niepolt, third. Hard charger. John Canta. Had a terrible heat race. Just bobble, weave, whatever. Fell back. Midwest Mods, Jake Stai sweeps. Brady Larson. Blake Adams had a hell of a run there. Do you remember what the numbers were or not?
Not off the top of my head.
He made up some freaking ground there.
Yeah, not off the top of my head, I don't remember.
Kaden Blaeser did not walk away and win this one. Justin Weinberger really made him work for it for a long time. I didn't know if Kaden was actually going to win, but as soon as he got past, I mean, it was just like cruise control. See ya, peace out, calling Domino's, ordering pizza. Blake Adams, definitely a hard charger for +5, and he did trail down Kaden once he got past Justin. Justin, I think his tires just got hot, fell back. Keith Tourville, he swept, and he was a hard charger, but I will tell you, Layla Chaplin was the hardest person to pass in the feature and in that heat race. Like, Keith worked hard to get past her. She was doing a phenomenal job.
Okay. Sometimes, guys, the reason why I had to look on my face is because sometimes when someone says, yeah, so-and-so is hard to pass, they're either windshield wipering or...
She made it. She was running consistently perfect. And like in the heat race, she bobbled once in the middle of 3 and 4.
So Layla just made him work?
Yeah.
Made him work?
And in the feature, I don't remember how many laps she led, but she was up there for quite some time.
I did see earlier on, actually in the last segment, that Joe and Layla Chaplin Racing was in our chat. So that's Miranda who runs that, Joe's wife. And I would have loved to have had a camera on Miranda when Layla was Layla was
so
leading.
good.
Yeah.
It was funny. She went out for hot laps and she was the only one out there. So like, I kind of wanted to go up to Joe and be like, hey, why is she lifting here? Why is she lifting so much? I could hear everything, but obviously,
right.
Just thoughts in your head.
Right.
So Parker Anderson, second, great job. You look good. Layla Chaplin, phenomenal job on third place. I think that's a win for them. She did great all night. No real problems. And then obviously in the supers, Jesse Redetzke with the broom and the hard charger. Alex Myers, he looked really good, but Jesse was fucking, I don't know, making reservations at a hotel somewhere for date night and like getting a yacht planned out, probably cruising through Marketplace, honestly, on Facebook.
Or that he was on Henry Repeating Arms website shopping for guns and
trying
stuff.
to find the next gun.
Yeah,
and then we got Jeff Eisner.
Yeah, Jeff Eisner
rounding out the top 3.
Jeff Eisner, as you know, Blake, the hardest win to get is the first one.
Yes,
and that first win for Team Eisner, who I've known Jeff his whole life. I worked with his dad for many years. He's a great flag man. And that first win has come from them. They drive from Merrill.
Wow, that's a ways. Been there.
From Merrill to Menominee. Turn around, go home. Then they drive up to Rice Lake.
That's a long drive.
That's a hike.
Well, how far is that total?
So Merrill to Medford is a half hour. Medford to Bloomer is an hour. Bloomer to Rice Lake is 45 minutes. So hour and a half. It's a little, around 2.5 hours, something like that.
Beepers.
So, Menominee to Medford is about an hour and a half. And I don't even know where I just know their address is Merrill. I don't know if they live in town, live in the country, live in the east side, west side, north side. I have no idea.
Farthest fucking part of the way.
It probably is. Like the east side of Lincoln County over there.
Hour to get to Medford, not half.
Yeah. But,
well, let's skip through the comments quick, and we'll talk about Red Cedar. I got Chris Sleep. 141's awesome. They just had a Legends race, I believe.
They were down there, yeah. Rob said that was who commented on the ribeye sandwich.
There's a ribeye sandwich. Today, Rose, I haven't made it on here in a while. Well, yeah, where you been
today? Hello.
Come on.
We're here.
MTS canceled all events this weekend.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that R word coming. So they had the USMTS.
Oh.
And those guys would have to leave basically today to get there on Thursday.
Oh, rain.
Yeah, a little bit of that R word coming. I looked at the forecast down there. It's like 80% all weekend. So,
Jeepers.
when you're in that type of a situation as a promoter, I would not want to be in Bob Tim or Tyrone Lingenfelter's shoes.
No, that sucks when you get canceled that early.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like High Limits last year. It was raining cats and dogs, but we're like, it is Wisconsin.
Yeah.
If the sun and wind come out,
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kaden Ludwig, fucking what a dude.
I'm excited for his banner.
I know. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Yeah. Hey, Kaden, yeah, you have no clue what's coming.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
AI is cool, man.
Yeah.
He's actually down at the MB shop. Tyler Courtney, Aaron Reitzel are down there as well, working on their cars, which I thought was cool because Tyler Courtney's a crew chief.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Jimmy Mars fan.
Really?
How random.
That's odd.
But racing's racing.
Yeah, right.
We can cross-reference.
Well, I know, but it's just like odd.
Sprint cars at a late model shop? What happened?
That's the odd part right there, but it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be that big rivalry that existed.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of think that's going away. I think that, you know, a lot of us have our own personal preferences as far as what we watch and where we go.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
I give a lot of it to, I mean, I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm riding the horn here. Kyle Larson, jumping back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just getting eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's what it takes, too.
It's like Tony said, through 300 people.
Yeah.
Hunter, he was just giving Ben shit about the bar. Simon, what if we had school bus tow trucks?
We're the bar in the middle, and we sell those seats to fans each night, and we let them...
We let them hook up wrecked shit. Well, minus the hooking ups to stuff, I think that's a great idea. I told Johnny that we should always have a bus here to give fans rides
I agree.
in between races. I think the bus should be full and sitting in the staging lane.
Fountain City does that every week.
I think it's a great idea.
Yep, I agree.
Wade Aspen, the vans were...
Centurions. Wild Bill of Albertville had one back in the day.
Oh, Wade, I used to work for Wild Bill. You want to know Wild Bill's line? Hey, how you doing? I'm Wild Bill from Albertville. Never worked and I never will.
I love that. I love that.
That's cool. So it came from not even 4 minutes away from your house. Those vans did. And they're all the way down at 141.
Well, did it say that they came there?
Yeah, he said the vans
Ever
from 141.
Centurions. Wow. I think maybe Wild Bill from Albertville had one.
Oh, owned the van. Oh, I
Owned
remember.
a van like that, yeah.
Oh, you're talking Wild Bill Senior.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Crumrye wants to race at 141 4 days a week.
They got a race like for it, yeah. Okay.
Lars.
More Jeremy stuff.
Wade. How's second win? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
sorry
right.
about that.
I forgot about that, too.
And also, like, when I was putting together notes today, forgive me, I'm a little tired and I'm a little wired, so I apologize
Did a
about
great
that.
job, though, Ben. Get to it. Tell me about your stuff from Rice Lake Speedway.
Well, all right. So, first things first, I want to address let's talk about the Super Stock feature, okay? Alex Myers, leading the entire time. Ryan Olson, giving him fits throughout. Ryan Olson, his first Super Stock feature win is coming. Alex Myers, he crossed the start-finish line in first, goes to victory lane, and he was listed as disqualified. And what I was told to say was that it was disqualified because of something that happened in tech. Okay. It wasn't in tech. Like, they weren't cheating, right? They were not found illegal. That is the important thing. So it was my mistake how I reported that. However, that being said, what did happen is one of Alex's pit guys was taking off the wheel cover and checking tire pressure on the right rear. Now, in order to get an accurate measurement so you can see how much your tire grew and how much pressure you gained and all that, you got to do it right away. So that's what he was doing. Now, the real racing wheels, those of you who know what those are, the spokes, you might say, are here, but the valve stem is on the inside of those spokes. So I remember trying to fill tire with air on those.
Yep.
Even with my hands, which aren't that big, they aren't like the freaking meat hooks you've got. It's still really hard to be able to get it's really hard to be able to get the valve stem cap off and on. And their pit guy, Larry, when he's got huge sausage bratwurst hands, right? You won't care if I say that, right? But he was
Hopefully
down,
not.
He was down, whatever. He was down to the right rear, and it was working on it for a long time. I really didn't I knew what was happening. I just didn't know why it was taking so long because I didn't realize that they were running real wheels. Okay. Now
Brand name of wheels.
Yeah, it's a brand name of wheels. I didn't realize that that's the type of wheel that they were running. And for whatever reason, personal preference doesn't matter. But it was taking a long time, and it started the officials. Now, mind you, I'm the announcer, so I'm just reporting on what happened.
Right.
Okay. But the officials are like, "What is he doing? Why is he doing it?" Unfortunately, no official was down in the infield that was around with a headset on, so they couldn't go see what he was doing. But it was the one thing I will say. It was a long time. After further review, I understand now what happened, and it looked weird. To the fan, it looked weird. As far as the disqualification was concerned, that wasn't my call, clearly, as I am just the announcer. The other thing is that it wasn't they weren't found to be illegal. There was no confiscation tags. Nothing got sent to a soda. None of that. None of that happened. So it's important to realize that the 2M team was not actually cheating, right? They got caught, or they got disqualified, rather, because they were checking the tire pressure in victory lane. That's what happened. And that's the only way you can get an accurate measurement. So that's what happened. Well, again,
just wanted to clean that up for everybody.
Clean that up for all of you. So, nevertheless, Ryan Olson got credited with the win. He handled it. He handled it in a really good way. He said, "I really want to." He came out and he said, "First person I got to thank is Kurt Myers." Because they did a test and tune session with Kurt and all his drivers, and it was Ryan, Alex, Kurt, and Ryan's dad Eric that were all working on the car, got him going forward. They found stuff on that car. Now Ryan Olson is going to start giving everybody fits.
Yeah, peekaboo.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I am absolutely here for it. The way that car works, the way it handles, he's going to be doing a lot of really good things here coming up. No, listen. Nobody wants to win like that.
No.
Nobody. I mean, nobody wants to win like that. Cody Coomer told me after he, quote, won the Little Dream after Nick Trainer got disqualified. He said, "Yeah, you know what? I'd actually like to win it."
Yeah.
And I said, "What do you mean you want?" He goes, No. I want to cross the start-finish line in first.
Correct.
Nobody wants to take a win like that.
Every time you cross the finish line, wherever you're at, that's the place that you have in your head, no matter what.
Yeah. Modifieds.
Yeah. What do we got? A barn burner again?
Oh.
Jeez.
We saw. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Diggler.
Mm-hmm. So Matt Lear in a Skyrocket chassis. He's a big MB guy for a long time. Switched to Skyrocket. He was out to launch. But I even said during the broadcast, I said, because Mike Anderson typically, as he said when he was sitting right in that chair, middle to bottom.
Yep.
Right? That's where he's at.
Yep.
The Dirt Digger came back. I mean, he showed the boys where the top was. And he was up there, and he was hustling. He was moving. I said a couple times, this is vintage Mike Anderson. And it was really cool to be able to see. So Matt Lear able to hold off that charge, led all 20 of them. Mike came damn close to be able to steal it. It was 0.195 seconds.
Jesus, here we go again with these points.
Yeah, 0.195 seconds. But which was awesome to be able to see that. So, Mike, when you're watching Dirt Diggler, we need to see more vintage Mike Anderson.
We need some more Diggler.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Speaking of that,
Drop my pen.
Speaking of that, I have the Dirt Diggler shirt for you at home.
No way.
Unfortunately,
they're out?
Yeah. So I got you one. Unfortunately, they gave me two 2Xs. So you're gonna have to watch.
Fine.
You're gonna have to wash. You're gonna have to wash yours on hot. Yeah. Nick Kaler. He survived a lot of late race attacks from Blake Adams.
What did you say his name was?
I'm sorry, I misquoted myself. Randy Clamhammer. He picked up his third Midwest Modified feature of the season at Rice Lake. Wasn't easy following a late caution. Blake through. Yeah, they took us to Slide Job City.
I love it.
Yeah.
And just like he said when we talked to him, what better of a guy to race with?
Right. And so Blake throw a slider, Kaler would cross. Nick would throw a slider, Blake would cross. And each time, I mean, it was one of the best battles. So to break it all down for you, mods, Matt Lear, Mike Anderson, Blake Adams, Hard Charger, +2 super stocks. Ryan Olson parked it. but again, he's going to get one for real coming up. Jeff Eisner in that 10 car got second. I'm telling you, Blake, Jeff Eisner's that first win is coming. And I would be
right there.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happens this weekend. Honestly, Eric Olson out there doing Eric Olson things.
Charger.
Middle on the chute, ditch in the corner. Middle on the chute, ditch in the corner. Middle on the chute.
Takes a lot of fucking brain control to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it takes a lot of control. A lot of control to be able to do that. So it was cool to be able to see Eric Olson also using that same Eric Olson line, hard charger +5. Midwest Modifieds, we already touched on it. Randy Clamhammer with the sweep, Blake Adams in second, Travis Anderson third. Hard charger. Ooh, this is cool. A rookie in the Midwest Modified division, former street stock racer named Zach Blue, number 17. Go. Yeah, +7 for 16th. So did he get there by attrition? Maybe. Did he get there because he was driving well? Yes. 100%.
Way to go, Zach. Especially in your rookie year.
Yeah, and he likes the class a hell of a lot more. So I think we're gonna see him at the front here before too long, hopefully before the end of the year. Street Stocks, Parker Anderson swept it. Nick Trainer driving a Herman Farms car in second. He
Finally made it out.
He doesn't have his car yet. His motor's still not done. So he's driving one of Kevin Herman's cars. And
where's Sean?
Sean, he was there.
What happened?
Flat tire. Right front.
Son of a biscuit.
They were 4 wide battling, too. 4 wide.
Come on.
4 wide. We see 4 wide, and we don't often see it in the street stocks.
No.
But yeah, they were
It's
4
tough.
wide. It was Sean, Connor Franzen, Hunter. I think he was in that 4 wide deal, or Charlie Pitcavage. I can't remember which one. The cars look really close, right? and they're also good buddies. So, yeah, Nick got second. Hunter ended up, Cole Richards got third. Hunter Van Gilder, hard charger +8 for fourth. And, yeah, Hunter drove a hell of a race. There's a lot of cowboy up out there in that street stock division. A lot of elbows thrown. A lot of it. Beating and banging on each other from a fan's perspective.
It is the home.
From the fan's perspective, it is vintage, old school smash mouth racing, right? In 2026, it's still vintage, old school smash mouth racing.
Home of the little dream, man.
But,
It's
yeah.
the strongest class.
I maintain, for street stocks, like not stock cars, obviously, but street stocks, the best racing you're going to see in the country for street stocks is at Rice Lake Speedway, hands down. Pure stocks, I'm going to need a little help with the winner's name. I can never.
Simone,
I can never pronounce it right.
Simone.
Whale sperm. Simone whale sperm. But anyway, the mustache is coming back, and so is wins.
God,
yeah, thank God, Simon.
Jesus, don't get rid of your hot dog if you don't have to.
Bring that mustache. Let's see it out here.
I got a Snapchat from Simon Wallstrom. I did win the broom. I did not receive it, but I used the other one to sweep the trailer.
Okay.
His last sweep was sweeping the trailer.
So, yeah, we owe broom to Randy, we owe broom to Parker, and we owe broom to Simon. So, all in all,
a lot of frickin' sweeping. This was a terrible idea.
This is a really bad idea. It's really expensive. We got to figure something out, like
traveling brooms next year,
or we do like your first sweep or something like that. I don't know. We got to figure it out. Truth be told, I don't mind.
We love doing it.
The hardest part is putting it all together.
Yep.
And here's the tough part about the brooms. Here's the tough part.
Oh boy,
the legend that is Kurt Gaber. His business is for sale.
Oh, I know.
His business is for sale.
Just had a 10-minute conversation with him this morning.
Yeah, I did the other day, too. I talked to him about an hour because he lettered my mailbox. And I said, he was worried about what is, like, rumors were going to start spreading or whatever. I said, just get ahead of it. Just say something on your social media page.
Yep,
just get ahead of it. And he did, like 11:30 Saturday night. The coolest part about Rice Lake, like Menominee, we were done. Take a guess.
9:35.
8:52.
Holy schmoly.
I was home at 10 after 10.
Good grief.
And normally, like, I would stick around for a while, whatever, but I had a big day on Sunday, so I was home at 10 after 10.
What a night, man.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened in a very short period of time. So that long of a program, I mean, we had 62 cars, so not our biggest car count.
Alex gave us back after the DQ. Did you hear all that? We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, Alex. I hope I did you justice. I had a 45-minute conversation with your dad today, and yeah, he's the one who pointed out a lot of the other stuff that happened. So
A lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
As far as a not in the involved person would take from Saturday night.
Right. Yeah. Basically, what I said is you weren't cheating. You weren't cheating. We know that. So it was just a weird deal. So at any rate, it was a good weekend. Sounds like it was a great time at Red Cedar.
Yep.
Good show, good track. We had a really good track on Saturday night as well.
Definitely in the heart of it. It's getting pretty wild out there.
Yeah, we're definitely getting into the fun stuff.
Things
right
are
now.
clicking for everybody now.
Yeah, and so we run this Saturday.
They finally got the scratches in them.
Right. Yes. Yeah. The car's a little beat up now. Guys really aren't afraid to, get out there and get after it a little bit more. We have the iNext Direct Legends coming to town on Saturday, and looking forward to seeing those at Rice Lake.
Yeah. We should have. That's this Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Really? Mm-hmm. We are sponsoring that.
We are.
Yep. It's because they're racing. Where else are they racing?
Menominee, I think.
Wait, say the name again.
Rice Lake Speedway.
No, the Legends.
iNext Direct Legends.
Yeah, isn't Chris Sleep going there?
Yeah, Chris and Derek.
Because where did they race the night before?
Menominee, I think.
Yeah, that's this next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sponsored that one.
Yeah, okay. Well, good enough.
So it is I should bring that up. I talked to Chris Sleep this week, but let me just find it so I don't get my information wrong. Go ahead with your
All right.
finish what you were saying.
Well, and it's going to be interesting, too, to see these Legends cars, because a lot of these guys, these drivers of Legends cars, they've been absolutely chomping at the bit to be able to get to what they consider their home tracks, Menominee and Rice Lake. They run, other tracks in the area, but never in the same pit as the mods and as the supers and the street stocks and stuff like that. I know there's one guy out there who's probably more excited than any other race car driver ever with that the Legends are going to appear at Rice Lake Speedway. Rob Erickson, he's been a big fan of the show for a very long time. So Rob has been there. They've been looking at how the track is doing, and his son Aiden along with him. But Rob is, I know, incredibly excited to be able to be there. So Rob, this is your weekend, buddy.
So Rolling Thunder hosts Midwest Legends Dirt Series. Okay.
Yeah.
So June 5th, Red Cedar. June 6th, Rice Lake. Here's your payouts. $500 to win, $300 per second, $220, and then it goes down from there. But what we're involved in, it's not only $500 to win. If you can win both nights, it's an extra $500 on top. If you win both nights, you'll get an extra $500.
All right. Sweep the weekend.
Yeah. Brought to you by Built2 Media, RTDL, Legends, and Sleep Racing.
Nice. Should
Be
we do
ready for a show?
Should we do like a? Should we do a? Oh yeah, it's gonna be 3 and 4 wide.
So next week we will have Chris Sleep on to talk about that. Then, right?
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Wait, that's this Friday.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
So make sure you're there. Legends are going, and we will share everything that they post. So that should be exciting. Have they ever had Legends up there?
First time.
Should race pretty well.
Should. I think so.
All right. Thanks, guys. This has been a great 2-hour podcast.
Thanks for sticking with us.
It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun.
Apologies, Chris Sleep, if you're watching. We did have Tony Laporte come on. I apologize for that. Otherwise, we would have had you on here.
Yeah.
Make sure you make it.
Yeah. Make sure you get to the races this weekend.
It's a wild week this week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of the racer's dream week, kind of.
It really is. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, too.
Thanks, Ben.
All right. Thanks, Blake.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Ben.
Thank you.
I'll be talking with Blake Anderson tomorrow. Thank you, Ben.
This will be Blake Anderson. And how many that's gonna open up a vortex. I think we're gonna be stuck in a loop.
That's fine.
It's probably gonna change the space-time continuum.
It is out of all the races I've ever been to, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Me and Blake Anderson have messaged each other back and forth because of the name thing. I've been tagged in things that he was supposed to be tagged in.
Oh, sure.
I've been sent messages by Bill Baylog and other people
to
tell me what sponsors to announce because, I'm friends with other people too.
Couple.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they get them mixed up. It's just it's cool that I'll be able to actually meet them in person. So
Oh, yeah.
after all the Confucius say.
All right. Get to the races this weekend.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Now, as always, that was anticlimactic. You got something to say? Hit up the Built2 Media Podcast and let them know. Like, comment, and share on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and at Built2Media.com. Thank you, Built2 Media sponsors. QualityFreightRate.com, Liquid Nitro Energy Drink, SKD, Scott King Designs, Thunderhill Speedway, Kick-Ass Beef Jerky, Jiggy Signs, Harvest Racing, K1 Race Gear by Ryan Bowers, Spot On, Point of Sale System Credit Card Processing, and PrettyPolishJunkie.com. Get your Built2 Media podcast fix. Get everything you want and get everything you need at Built2Media.com. Except for the t-shirts. Figure it out. Be back next week for another exciting Built2 Media podcast. The Built2 Media Podcast.